Hello, Aries. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, channeling the OG Princess Leia Organa for the month of May. May the 4th be with you. This is your May monthly reading. This is something new that I haven't done before, so we're going to go in and give it a try and have a little fun with it. Dressing up, having a little laughter, having a little fun. I'm going to be using a yummy Celtic cross spread, which is going to take us into kind of those different dimensions and aspects of your life for the month of May. Always keep in mind these are general readings, so only take what resonates. Don't forget to look at your moon, rising, or north node. There could be prominent energies there that are very important and they can add context for you. If you're interested in a personal reading, I will have links in the description below. And for those of you who would like to make a donation, I am ever so grateful. The links are below for that as well. Don't forget to connect with me on social media. I've got Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Creators on the Crest, so it's very easy to find. Today we're going to start with an overall kind of vibe check for you. We're going to pull a card from the Sea Soul Journeys Oracle. And then we'll get into pulling the cards in the Celtic cross layout, and then we'll do clarifications. At the end, I'll pull an oracle card from the Starseeds Oracle, because I had to do like the outer space thing, right? And we'll see what's up for your collective. All right, Aries. Whoop, okay, you're letting me know it's this one today, Aries. So for the month of May, you get depth. May you immerse yourself and go deeper. Ooh, Aries. You know, when I think of depth, and I'm definitely getting that, water vibe here, and the fish are diving down deep, it kind of reminds me of a Scorpio type of energy. So there may be something you're going deeper into yourself, deeper into your healing, deeper into some sort of knowledge or wisdom. So we're going to hold that energy as we go ahead and lay out this Celtic cross. And we're going to look at many different aspects here. So I'm just kind of intuitively going with what I'm, maybe not, with what I'm feeling here. Your energies are definitely prominent. You're kind of giving me little jolts here, so we'll see if that has something to do with things. All right, we're gonna get you lots of good information here. All right. Just taking a moment with all of this. Okay, Aries. Let's start off with the energy that you're in right now. Now, remember we got that depth card. You also get the Fool starting us off here. And in this particular card, she's kind of looking over the edge. She's a bit hesitant. So you may be a bit hesitant to move forward or move into this depth that you're dealing with. This is crossed by the Death card. That may mean something has to close off, a cycle, a situation, perhaps a relationship or something like that before you move forward. These are major arcana energies, so I feel like the month of May for you is going to actually be quite profound as far as your process of growth and working on transforming whatever's been holding you back. So for those of you that know your charts, look for the areas in your chart where you have that Scorpio energy or that 8th house energy. That's going to be where you want to look to see where it might affect you the most. And if you don't have a chart, you can get them online for free. It's really simple. Your focus is really what your dreams are, what your wish is, your fulfillment, how you want to achieve. You get the Star. The Star is all about aiming for the heights. You're working with the air and water element. You've got a grace here too that's really really beautiful. This is your focus. I do see your fire coming back in, but maybe you don't feel that fire right now. And I feel like recently in some of the readings, you know, with the fire signs, sometimes there's been these little lulls where maybe you don't feel that fire quite so prominently as you normally would. However, it's still there. It's still there. You're definitely leaving behind some sort of, or coming out of some sort of period of reflection, perhaps even introspection with the Hanged Man. This could also represent a period of confusion where you didn't know what moves to make, what directions to go, and or having a little bit of trouble closing off a cycle. Your strength is the Justice card, is your trust that things are going to balance out, that everything is going to land in a more balanced, equal, those Libra energies. You're really pulling on those energies in your strength. And then the Future card is the Page of Wands. And so that's your fire igniting back up. That's you coming in to your power and making moves, starting to make moves. You are being supported by the Knight of Pentacles, which, wow, that's beautiful, steadfast, steady energy. This could represent a person. We will be getting clarifiers, but you could really be having you're getting some sort of advice, some sort of help, some sort of support from someone who is very steady. They're very grounded. They move, but they're also very strategic. So I feel like this is someone who provides more well-rounded and sound advice. Look out for that for the month of May, if you don't already know what that is. Your ecosystem is the Queen of Wands. That's you being in your best self, the best version of yourself, the strength, the confidence. Yet it's the feminine energy, so it's coming in a bit more subtly and a bit more, I don't want to say it's on the back burner, but I get this sense of we're warming up. We're warming up. Like, I'm here, I'm present, but we're warming up. And then in your hopes and fears, you get the Nine of Swords. So you're afraid that whatever risk you're going to take here, or however you're going to move forward in this new way with this new fire, you're afraid that things just aren't going to work out. You're afraid that maybe something from the past, some sort of the confusion or the inability to make decisions is going to affect you again. But the outcome is the Magician, which is you taking charge of your magic, taking accountability for your journey, okay? Interesting energies here, Aries. Let's get some clarifiers. Let's clarify the Fool for you here. The Fool is a nice, fresh energy, a 0 point. It really is a new beginning. It's the hero's journey. This could be, some of you could be coming out of Saturn returns. Some of you could be coming out of you could be graduating. For some of you, it might be graduation, or graduations are significant for the month of May. I know that's a time to graduate. And for the Fool, you get the Hermit and the High Priestess. My goodness, yes, May is a very important month for you, Aries. I still feel you pulling internally. I still feel you doing a bit of that introspection, but I feel that Hermit more as a stepping stone into your greater being, a greater wisdom and knowledge of yourself. This feels like an energy to me where maybe a big change has happened to you, like near the beginning of the year, or the from 2023 changing into 2024. And you've been sorting through things since then. And, you're a mover, so it's not that you haven't been moving, but from your perspective, you've been maybe a little more stuck than you want to be. But coming into that High Priestess energy with the Fool and the Hermit, this is actually extremely potent and powerful major arcana energies working together. This is a lot of transformation happening at once. And at times, you might get a little overwhelmed with that because you do have the Death card in your challenge position. But let's get a few clarifiers for the Death card. The Four of Pentacles and the Chariot. Yes, okay, so something has been preventing you from moving in the way that you want to, from really moving forward. You've been a bit more, maybe money's been tight. Maybe money's been tight. Maybe you've been hanging on to the thoughts of your past or elements of your past or a person from your past. But with that Chariot energy coming in, I see you nurturing yourself, and I see you beginning to move in a more balanced way. Remember, your strength is the Justice card, which we'll get to in a minute, but I see that now twice, where things in May should be moving forward in a more balanced way for you. So whatever's been out of balance, for some of you, this could be health matters as well. You could be coming out of a tough patch, a detox, something like that. Let's look at what you're focused on here. This lovely star. You've got your sights set high, a lot of planning going on, a lot of planning on your end. If there's not a lot of planning, the universe is saying, please do some planning. You get the Two of Wands and the Four of Cups. I feel like this is you versus the universe here, okay? The universe is like, hey, here's your cup, Aries. Here's the water that's going to nourish you. Here it is. And you're kind of like, I don't really know if I want that. I'm just not really sure. The universe, in the process of you planning and looking at your goals, and maybe this is sitting down with a big calendar or a financial planner and getting very intimate with your resources, with your finances, or getting very intimate with like a health journal, a health and wellness journal. I almost can envision you sitting down and you're either writing or you're using an app, you're typing something where you're getting in and you're really tracking something. There's planning and tracking going on here, and that's a big focus for you. Getting organized. All right, let's look at this Hanged Man from the past and get a few clarifiers here. The Sun and the Seven of Wands. Yes, you're showing me that whatever has happened at the turn of the year, I really feel like for December, January, that time for you all was very significant. You may have been in a position where you felt like you had to defend yourself a lot, where you had to try to really, maybe you were saving money, you had to maybe it just really felt like you couldn't be in your own energy in the way you wanted to be. Something was presenting to you that was preventing that. And with the Sun coming in, I think that's why you went into kind of maybe a stuck mode or some sort of major perspective change, because you're like, okay, if I can't use my fire like I normally do, if I can't alchemize whatever this is like I normally do, I'm going to call in the energy of the Sun. Now I want to pause here a minute because I'm really feeling this in my heart for you, Aries. It's that understanding. I almost want to cry here. I'm getting emotional. So this is important for some of you. This is your recognition that you have a very sacred agreement to be here on the planet at this time. That you have an extremely sacred connection to the Sun, that it is like representative of the ultimate fire, and that the warmth and the life enhancing properties of the Sun, and it is literally a dance of the elements, truly. You're really working with that energy and intuiting that and incorporating that within yourself and how you operate. So I would say, normally when I think about fire signs or people that need that fire energy, I'll say get near a campfire, get near, light a candle. In this case, it's the Sun. Literally the physical Sun. Now, of course, take care of yourself. I know not everybody can be directly in the Sun, but there is a lot of research that shows that certain times of the day, the Sun can be incredibly helpful. Some of you might be sunbathers, and that's great. Maybe you're starting to take some time to do that, or you're making sure. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, you're going into fall and winter. So you may be trying to soak up some sun and get that last little bit. And Northern Hemisphere, we're here, it's starting to get warmer and warmer. Got a lot of rain in some places, but there's some more sun breaking through. Take advantage of that. Again, I can see some of you waking up at like dawn and spending time just in the morning sun or at sunset in the evening sun. But the sun is incredibly important for you. It looks like it's something that you really want to carry forward, your relationship to the sun. Very important, very important. Recognizing the sun within yourself. Let's do this Justice card in your strength. The World and the Seven of Cups. Yes, something has come to an end, a cycle, a transformational process here, and you're at the end of it, and you're recognizing now, and I think even committing to yourself, this is a big promise to yourself that you're not going to make the same mistakes that you did before. You're going to now make different choices for yourself than you have before, and there's a confidence in that. And these choices feel like they really enhance stability for you. They enhance balance. They enhance you just being in a better place, which is lovely because whatever you've been going through here, this is really you versus you. I don't really see another person until I get into the help and support area. Let's look at you in the future here, the near future. This is beautiful. All right, so here you are. Your fire is going to come back online with the Page of Wands. You get the Seven of Pentacles and the Devil card. Okay, so two things here. One aspect of this Devil card is showing me that you may have to ground in to some diligent kind of work somehow. So we're going to pull on those Capricorn energies of the Devil card. Some sort of diligent work. Like, I feel like you'll be working hard. The second element of that Devil card coming in with the Seven of Pentacles is that you cannot be forcing how things are. You cannot be controlling or attempting to control and force how things are going to line up, how your fire is coming back online. If you try to control it or you try to do any of that, I feel like it's going to set you back in whatever stuck energy you had in the past. And so you're really understanding that you need to make sure you don't fall into some of your old cycles and habits for yourself. Now, for those of you who are working on health issues, this is something where you're really going to have to, that's why the journal, the calendar, having something visible, the app, some layer of accountability for you is going to be really important, because there's going to be temptation. There's going to be temptation to eat that junk food. There's going to be temptation not to make those nice meals for yourself, to skip your smoothie, your daily smoothie or your daily juice, right? There's going to be those times. There's going to be temptations there, and you really have to nurture, honestly, like this new cycle and everything you've just been through. The only way to really nurture that is to honor the change. So let's look at this advice help, because this is where advice and help comes in really nice. You have this Knight of Pentacles, strategy around your diet, strategy around your exercise plan, strategy around your finances, strategy around dating even. Okay, the Six of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Yes, there is an energy here. I do feel it in the form of another person. This is someone who is a more optimistic person in life. I feel very positive and optimistic when I tune into their energies. I do feel like they have an open heart and a big heart, perhaps. It could be a water sign or a Leo that is coming in to support you, yet they have this beautiful grounded energy. I love the Six of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups together. And they're here to show you what it's like to be in that energy. That's part of the new phase you're coming into. And this is the open-hearted love for yourself. This is the being able to celebrate with yourself more, being able to recognize the victories, even though you're still working on things, right? Recognizing what has gone well and bringing that into the heart space. So really watch out for where this support is coming from. It could be a person or a group of people where you're really finding that connection. Be open to that. Let's look at your ecosystem here. The Queen of Wands, that's you with you. You get the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Okay. Okay. So remember the advice and help was in the Knight of Pentacles. It shows up again here in your ecosystem. This could be somebody that lives very close to you, could be going to lunches with this person. You could be on Zoom calls with this person. This could be a coach you're working with. There is a little bit of an element of, at times, maybe you feel a bit, you feel a bit conflicted because this new cycle, these are going into energies, depth and layers that you haven't been in before within yourself. So at times you might feel a little conflicted about, am I doing the right thing? Maybe questioning yourself a bit. But no, I mean, I see you really benefiting from having a strategy for yourself, getting more organized, putting things visibly where you can see them. You're a doer. And so this might feel a little challenging to sit back and plan, but you're going to have to look at it like, but I'm still doing. Planning is still doing, right? It's still part of the do. Cool, Aries, cool energy. All right, let's look at your hopes and fears here. You had that Nine of Swords, and you get the Magician and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, you still carry some fear around, oh, I'm going to fall back into these old patterns. And it's stuckness and the obstacles. It's kind of when you feel like your energy is all gummed up and stuck. And you're not flowing in that do that you like to have in your life. And so how cool is this that the Magician is coming over that? And we also have the Magician in the outcome, because this tells me this is like double alchemy. This is like alchemy all over the place. In fact, I would, with the depth and the immersion, I would take yourself on a journey through the laws of alchemy, the Hermetic principles. I just saw a beautiful thing by Awaken Your Mind on Instagram, and he put together tarot cards that match, you know, the law of mentalism, the law of correspondence. That level of study is what you're ready for, and I really think you're going to find value there. The Three of Pentacles comes in and shows me some sort of collaboration here. Now, I'm almost getting that this is from the other side, from the spirit world, because I started getting the goosebump tingles. Like you have somebody from the other side, possibly and most likely ancestors, who are going to be really like, you're the one that this particular cycle has fallen on. It's fallen on your shoulders to transform it, and you're in the middle of it. And your ancestors are coming through and saying, we are going to help you with this understanding of alchemy. It's something that's been lost in your ancestral line. The actual, not just intellectual knowledge of it, but the tangible understanding of how it relates, not to just metallurgy, but to life, to energy, to physical elements in the world, to your consciousness, to my consciousness, to the consciousness of these roses, to the consciousness of our cute little furry friends, all of that. There's going to be major connections coming through, and you've got people in your ancestral line who are on the other side who are going to be helping with you. I feel like they're going to be coming into your heart. I feel like they're going to be celebrating with you. I feel like they're going to be learning as you learn. And this is something that has been lost in your line, and it will be reclaimed. And I am just like, again, I want to cry. Work on your relationship to that beautiful sun. You may, while you're out having this relationship, while you're outdoors reconnecting with the sun in whatever way works for you, you're going to actually be connecting directly into your ancestral line and in reigniting the magic, truly. So that's a lot of beautiful energy to put over some fears, right? Let's look at this Magician in the outcome. You get the Three of Cups and the King of Pentacles. This is beautiful again. You have the Three of Pentacles, you know, support from the other side. And now you have the Three of Cups coming in. And I feel like this is a whole new, friend group for you, perhaps new relationships, new experience. If you're out dating, like if you're single and dating, if you're in a relationship, this is going to be a breath of fresh air for the relationship. Your personal process is playing in so nicely to this, but it, you know, I do feel like it's new relationships coming in, you know, as a result of the work you've done. So that could be in business, that could be in, you know, pleasure. Like you might join a yoga group or something like that, or, you know, some sort of exercise group, a hiking club, and you get the King of Pentacles. So that tells me that you're going to be able to ground it. And with depth as the overall reading and how immersive you're going to be in this experience, you're really going to have some success grounding these energies in. If you do the work, if you start studying the laws of alchemy, if you immerse yourself in that, it's actually going to propel your life, because you're not only helping your life in this, you know, transforming into this new cycle that you've come out of, it's your entire ancestry. It's your entire bloodline. Woo! Yay, Aries. Okay. Let's get you a card, Aries, from the Starseeds Oracle to close off the reading. Aries, you get surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, and making love to life. This is a sensual, highly feminine card. It's a call to surrender to the sweetness of life, to let the ever-abundant feminine take over, to taste the fruits you've been working so hard to grow, to let your senses take over and really drink in your life with wonder, to get intoxicated on the simple bounty that this planet has to offer and which you have within you when your well is full. Aries, what an amazing reading. Surrender to the sweetness. I love that. That feels like the cherry on top. And may the force be with you. I'll see you next time.